Superline Wholesale out here in New York at HYPEBEAST Flea Market. We're gonna go talk to some brands. Let's get it. So who am I here with today?
Jacob from ESENES.
What's the name of your brand?
ESENES, initials for sorry not sorry.
What's the meaning behind the brands?
Don't be sorry for what it is, you know? Like, sorry not sorry. We're known for the creator, Justin. Can't be here right now, but he's known for doing whatever he wants, you know? Just you gotta do what you want. Put your mind to it, you'll just do it.
What would you say is your hero product? Like what you guys are most known for?
We just went viral for these. I think right now, after 2 days, it has like 100,000, maybe 90,000 likes on Instagram. The Tim Tabbies, people kind of got mad or not mad, you know, fake mad on the internet, but people have been talking about this one too.
Do you know anything about the process that goes into making these shoes?
Design-wise, it's more like when he has an idea, he thinks of like 3 different ways of how it could go. It's not just one way.
How long have you been involved in the brand?
Around 3 months, but I've known him for like a year. I was a close friend.
Have you been doing stuff in the brand space before then?
You could kind of say that. Like, there's another brand named Tom Bogo.
What piece of advice could you give to somebody just starting a brand?
Don't give up. I mean, like, he has a good mission statement of do what you want to do. Creating the Tim Tabbies, he's like, what if I put the tabbies on the Tims? And you just got to do it. It's more work to that, but if you're ready to put the work in, just keep at it, and eventually, hopefully, it'll work out.
These probably just went viral by themselves, right?
Yeah. And also, like help from, because there's HYPEBEAST.
If they wanted to find this brand, how could they find y'all?
It's on Instagram, up there, ESENES Worldwide. Follow us, don't follow us, you know? Support, don't support, but hey, shout out everyone.
Who are you here with? My name is PHILLLLTHY, and my brand name is called PHILLLLTHY. You see the banner over here? Yeah, this is my booth. We're at the HYPEBEAST Flea. Good vibes, Sunday vibes, chill. If you ain't here, I don't know where you're supposed to be at then.
I saw these Jordan 1 1985s.
Yes, so these are from 85s. I got them for the good price before the documentary came out. Then once that documentary came out, fucking skyrocketed. To me, they're just shoes. I have it on my table because it's just another fucking piece of material, you know? People think they're so like up-hyped and everything, but at the end of the day, it's just leather and you're just buying a brand.
I see you have shoes and clothes at your booth. What does your brand specialize in?
So I specialize in a lot of like Japanese patchworking, Japanese indigo, Japanese burrow, and like upcycling and reconstructing clothes. Indigo dyeing, as you can see here.
Okay. Do you dye these Vans?
Yeah, so these Vans are hand-dyed in indigo, and like, I mean, indigo, it comes off. That's the aesthetic of the piece, you know, but like people don't really like the idea. Who am I to say what people like and what people don't like, you know?
The more you wear these, they fade a little bit.
So it's just like a pair of jeans. The more you wear it, the more it's gonna fade, the more it shows character. And I think that's what's special about it, you know, because it shows that you actually wear it and not keep it on display.
I really like your brand aesthetic. It's like, I feel like the vintage vibe.
Yeah, it's like, these are all my personal pairs that I used to wear, but it's also like stuff that I indigo dye, stuff that I customize. Like these are hand stitched with the cool gray 4s and the winterized 4s, and they're hand stitched like the Union ones.
That's so fire. This shit is so cool to me. So essentially he took 2 shoes and he combined them into one.
Exactly. The Fire Rec 4s, and I added the patchwork on top. And then someone said there's a fire at the denim warehouse. That's like the name for them. So it's kind of cool play on words.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
If someone would like to find you on Instagram, do you have an Instagram?
Yeah, so my Instagram is PHILLLLTHY, PHI, 5 L's, THY.
Thank you so much for your time.
Who am I here with today?
Emma.
Emma, what's the name of your brand?
It's called Rogue.
What is Rogue? I know you guys resell stuff, but then you guys also have your own products.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of morphed over the years. We started off as just selling vintage. We've started developing our own pieces, so getting into that, which is amazing.
What's the meaning behind the brand?
It's just all about being unapologetically yourself, doing you, not worrying about what anyone else thinks about it.
You've had some crazy people go to your store. Who are some people who've stopped by?
Post Malone, that was a big one. We've had Aaliyah's Interlude come by, Betty Blanco, Pink Pantheress. A lot of cool people.
How long have you been doing the brand for?
Like 6 years.
6 years.
Yeah, started on Depop.
From when you started to when you got your store in New York, what was
Yeah.
the timeline?
I had been selling for about 2 years prior to opening my first shop.
You're really young. You have a store in New York City, which is
Yeah.
huge. What are the obstacles that you face throughout the entire process?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is finding a good team. It's the hardest thing to do. Find good people that are committed to your vision as much as you are, because at the end of the day, nobody's going to be as committed as you are to your vision, you know, and your goals. But if you can find other people that believe in it enough and they're down for the cause, keep them by your side, keep them close. It's never a day off. You know, like, especially when you own a brick and mortar, it's like nonstop, you know, you're really married to it then.
I feel like there are a lot of kids out there who are starting reselling or getting
Yeah.
into it. If you could give advice to your younger self, what advice would you give her?
Okay, looking back on maybe what I could have done better personally, when I just started TikTok, I could have been posting way more. I could have been posting every day instead of once a week. I was posting only once a week back in 2021. And if I was posting every day, I would be way farther along than I am now. When you find something that works, go all in and just be consistent. That's the other thing. Like, you can't expect overnight results. A lot of people get so discouraged when maybe something doesn't work after like a month's time, and I'm like, yo, you got to put at least a year in. So I would just say take your time with it, stay on top of trends, like do research, always see what the kids are wearing on TikTok.
Out of all of the new pieces you've made, what's your favorite?
Oh, okay, I have two. Well, obviously the Dream Hoodie is one of my favorites. We put a lot of work into this, and this was our first original cut and sew piece. It's thermal lined, like we didn't skimp on anything.
Oh, wow, so the inside's like...
Yeah, it's thermal lined. It's really heavy, like you can feel it.
Wow, guys.
Yeah, it's like over a pound. We haven't dropped this yet, but we dropped it here at HYPEBEAST first. It's fire. People have been liking it.
If the people wanted to find your brand, how could they find you?
RogueGarms.com for anyone that's not in New York. But if y'all are in New York, come to 154 Allen Street. That's our brick and mortar.
All right, so who am I here with today?
What's up? My name's Nico.
I'm Brooks. What is the name of your brand?
It's called Parkmart.
Yeah.
What is the inspiration behind the logo? If anybody can't catch it.
American Retail Corporation, whom shall be not named.
What is Parkmart?
It's a monthly artist flea market that started in the park in 2021. It's only small independent brands, designers, no vintage or like secondhand resale.
No, only artists. Only something that's created.
How'd you guys get into the HYPEBEAST flea market?
We got covered by them in January as New York City's coolest flea market. And so when they pulled up here for their market, they were like, we want you guys.
I feel like it's every kid's dream to be featured in HYPEBEAST. How did it feel when you guys got the HYPEBEAST cosign?
It was pretty cool.
It was kind of crazy because like I grew up reading HYPEBEAST. Oh, here's another one, Nurse, right here.
What's your name?
Nurse.
If you guys could give any advice to a kid starting a brand today, what advice would you give them?
You gotta be interested, be persistent. Like the first shit you make is gonna suck. That's good, you gotta get that out of your system.
You're gonna make some bad stuff, but just keep trying. Just be yourself. Just make what you want to make.
Take feedback. People are always, when they ask that question, they're like, oh, just listen to yourself. But it's like, you take that with a grain of salt. Like, take feedback from people who you trust, hopefully are giving you critical feedback that's gonna push you further.
What's your favorite piece?
A lot of it's sold today. We had like a lot of one-on-one pieces.
My favorite piece is the Nebula. It's by our friend Stephanie. She like hand makes like all of her like merch.
If somebody wanted to find you guys, how could they find you?
On Instagram at Parkmart NYC.
Yo, Parkmart NYC and then 929-247-4661. Call that now.
No, thank you. Who am I here with today?
Stephanie.
Could you tell everyone a little bit about what you do?
I'm an accessories designer. I work on custom projects.
I feel like a lot of times artists struggle to turn their art into money. How did you take what you're really good at and monetize it?
I feel like there's this whole community that is struggling with branding themselves, and I don't enjoy branding. I don't enjoy marketing. I don't even consider it a brand. It's just a fun project at this point, and I don't try to profit off of it. It's all like going back into the same project. I am able to make accessories professionally for a client basis that's very different to my own style. So it's about figuring out what your client wants versus what you want for yourself.
Would you say it's good for artists to team up with somebody like a Parkmart or another like business if you're more interested in the creative and not as much like the selling?
Absolutely. You know, being part of like Parkmart and like a bunch of other like the small indie stores here is also supporting the store and the person who curates it. A portion of what you are making is going to like some sort of community. It's good to collaborate. Why not?
If somebody wanted to find your work online, how can they find you?
Nebula on Instagram.
Thank you. So if you guys really love making clothes, but you're not exactly the best at selling those clothes, a good idea is to partner up with companies like Parkmart, other small stores who focus on selling, and then they can take your art and sell it for you. You know, we stay giving y'all free game. Who am I here with today?
Hello, my name is Brittany.
What's the name of your brand?
This is Bloomfield Works.
What's the meaning behind the brand?
The meaning behind the brand, it's two brothers. They have started this brand back in 2021, and it's all about culture. So they're Jamaican, they're from Montego Bay.
That explains the colors then
Yes,
too.
yes.
If you could pick one piece that you guys are showing today that's your favorite, what would you pick?
It's gonna be this jersey. This jersey is sold out, one love.
If they wanted to find your brand, how could they find you?
You could find us on Instagram. It's gonna be Bloomfield.works.
I have one last question. If you could give a piece of advice to somebody starting a brand today, what would you say?
Don't hesitate. This is what you want to put out. So if you don't put it out, someone else is gonna put it out.
Thank you, I appreciate it. All right, who am I here with today?
It's a beautiful day in New York. You're here with Max Evasion from Bust a Move.
What is Bust a Move for people that don't know?
Bust a Move is the movement that has taken the world by storm, making everybody dance.
How long have you been doing Bust a Move?
It's been about a year now.
Crazy growth for 1 year.
Thank you, man. It's all because of my team.
We've been posting some of your fits on the page. What is the thought thought process behind your crazy fits?
Oh, I just like to have fun with it. I just put shit on, you know, regular every day. Put it up on the screen. That's the one they posted recently. It was just a calm, regular Sunday, man.
If you could give advice to your younger self, what would you say?
Continue to be yourself. That's the most important thing. Give a fuck about what they say. So I'm clutching on my pole. That's that Netspend. I live by Netspend's words.
Who's your favorite artist today?
I gotta say Evan the Great.
It's Evan the Great here, loud and clear.
Evan, what do you do?
I dance. I'm an influencer, but that's just the beginning of it. There's more to come.
If you could give advice to your younger self, what would you say?
Just continue to stay consistent and persistent. That's the best advice I can do, because like nobody's gonna chase your dreams better than you.
What's your favorite song today?
Give me head top. That's my favorite song at this moment.
Could you guys show us a dance on the spot? Appreciate you guys.
We also got another announcement. Type shit.
My official brand gonna be releasing here soon, very soon on Bust a Move Media. Gonna have Type Shit hats, Type Shit shirts, got Type Shit hoodies. Y'all stay tuned, it's all coming out real soon.
Type shit for everybody.
Type shit for everybody.
On bustamove.store.
Thank you guys. So we're at HYPEBEAST Flea Market today. Who am I here with?
This is Kyle.
What's the name of your brand?
Extra Vitamins.
What's the meaning behind the name?
Consuming things that are nourishing for your soul. We're talking like nature, art, anything that's good for you. That's what we're putting on shirts. And it should make you feel good too.
That's dope. I see y'all have prints here. Are you guys printing these here?
Yeah. So we're doing some live printing right now. Basically, you can pick a shirt and then pick the graphic you want. We're doing some cool shit, just like overlapping, going all over the shirt, just having fun with it.
Could you walk us through one of the prints?
Yeah, let's do it. And then we're gonna cure that.
What is this called? Is this just like a dryer?
Yeah, basically it's called a flash. It just cures the ink to the shirt so that you can wash it and it stays good. We're working with some really nice blanks. They're from Everybody World, made in USA, recycled cotton, really soft, like a good boxy fit.
How long have you been doing the brand?
So I run the brand with Julia. She's over there running shit. And we've been at it for like 7 years now.
What's been the biggest obstacle that you faced while running your brand?
Finding the right blanks. There's a lot of cheap stuff that'll get you started, which is what we did. But then over time we found that like we really wanted to wear something that felt really good. And then also just like growing your audience in an organic way. You're kind of like at the mercy of Instagram, just like letting the work naturally like spread and just have a high output.
A lot of the kids that follow our page are aspiring brand owners. In your 7 years of doing this, what's one advice you would give to yourself at year one?
I would say deeply learn the means of production. Learn the ins and outs of how a shirt is printed, because then you can start to tap into all the parameters that make it more creative or allow you to be more experimental, because then you're gonna set yourself apart. If you like actually care about the artwork, people will notice that.
Fire. What's the process of getting into HYPEBEAST Flea?
They just emailed us.
Oh wow.
That's it.
So they reached out to you guys?
Yeah, which is great. I wasn't sure if we were on their radar. I don't know, it's cool to be like recognized for what we're doing and be part of a good community. Like they did a really good job curating. There's so many cool vendors here right now. There's just so many good people here, and it feels like they're kind of like tapping into like a special kind of vibe.
That's a huge cosign. Is there like a booth fee or setup, or they just kind of let whoever they pick gets to come here and...
Whoever they pick gets to come. We just have to do some like social media stuff. They've been awesome. All right, this shit's done.
If somebody wanted to find your brand, how could they find you guys?
It's just Extra Vitamins on Instagram.
Perfect. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Cheers.